And so just truly appreciate the work you all have done over the past decades to expand choice for students through charter schools, and to see a proliferation of them across the state to give students more options just means a lot to me personally. So thank you for the work that you all have done.
I truly benefited from school choice in my own upbringing and saw the way that my parents fought to make sure that I was in the school that best met my needs and put me on the path to success. And we've seen the success that charter schools have had across the nation in raising academic achievement.
School was where those lessons really came together. It's where I learned how to think critically, how to ask myself questions, how to see a bigger future for myself. And that's why I believe so strongly in making sure families have access to schools and have great choices. Because the truth is, no one model works for every child. And that's where charter schools have made such an important difference in North Carolina. Charter schools have brought innovation, flexibility, and new ways of reaching students who might not thrive in a traditional setting.
We have seen the North Carolina Coalition of Charter Schools become the leading voice for all of our legislators whenever they have questions, and that allows for a unified voice.
These events allow school leaders like me to connect policy to people, and it's a reminder that relationships are really the key to any form of success in this education world.
The multidimensionality of our stakeholders. A site-based leader like myself may think student, family, staff, community. The reality is our stakeholders are future parents. They are the voting groups of people that will put our elected officials in office. They're the elected officials themselves. And so to recognize the complexity of not just taking care of today, but looking ahead for the good of charter education, that's a key takeaway that I'm going to walk away from today.
And education is very important. Just like we have a variety of higher ed institutions. We have the community colleges. We have four-year institutions. Folks have choices. And that should be the same with education throughout. Because what may work for one family may not work for another family.
It's important to get your voice heard, and it's magnified through the coalition. It gives parents an alternative. It gives them perhaps an answer they were looking for if they're having difficulties with their child, maybe in a traditional public school setting. Maybe they try a public charter school, or maybe they like the offerings of that public charter school that they don't have in a traditional public school. I think that's huge.
It's just amazing working with charter and with the different charters, and then actually being at that level to see the ability that the review board has to really shape the future. And then with the coalition, just driving with the numbers and with the legislative team that the coalition has. That in itself, to me, as a charter school operator, the power that legislative team has and what all they get done is worth the membership for me.
Well, I always think, in our age of screens and Zoom calls, that the best way to really make a connection with someone is in person. And I think when you bring together a panoply of people that come, as you stated, from all whole groups of the movement, I think the movement gets better and the world gets better.
I'm going to steal that Linda Lynn quote, which is, if you're not at the table, you are on the table. And that continues to be true. I feel like in those very short years, we've been able to make sure that the coalition is part of any of those discussions. And sometimes that's working to make sure that something doesn't happen. And sometimes it's advocating for action to happen on an issue.
John asked that, we speak with one voice. I totally agree with that. But I think it's very obvious whose voice is being heard at the General Assembly, and it is the coalition, because of you people in this room and our leadership over there, and everything they've talked about today has been because of the hard collaboration that we've all worked together. So you need to take credit for some of these great accomplishments.